Volcanoes are fascinating and powerful parts of our planet, but not all of them erupt in the same way. Some volcanoes can have explosive eruptions, like Mount Vesuvius, which shoot rocks, ash, and gas high into the air. Others have quieter, effusive eruptions, where hot, runny lava flows gently down the sides of the volcano. Let's take a closer look at the parts of a volcano and how different types of eruptions create different shapes of volcanoes. Crater. The crater is the bowl-shaped opening at the top of a volcano. This is where the lava, ash, and gases escape during an eruption. The size of the crater can change depending on how much material is blown out during an eruption. Eruption cloud. When a volcano erupts explosively, it often sends a huge cloud of ash, gas, and rock into the sky. This is called an eruption cloud. These clouds can reach very high into the atmosphere and can spread ash over large areas, sometimes even affecting the climate for a short time. Main vent. The main vent is the primary pathway through which magma, the molten rock from deep inside the earth, travels to reach the surface. It's like the volcano's main pipe, connecting the magma chamber deep underground to the crater at the top. Secondary vent. Sometimes lava and gas don't only come out of the main crater. A volcano can also have smaller openings on its sides, called secondary vents. These vents can also release lava and ash, creating smaller cones on the sides of the main volcano. Cone. The cone is the shape of the volcano itself. It's built up over time from layers of lava, ash, and other volcanic material that harden after each eruption. The shape of the cone depends on the type of eruptions the volcano has. Magma chamber. Deep beneath the volcano is a large underground pool of molten rock called the magma chamber. This is where the magma collects before it moves up through the main vent and erupts out of the volcano. The type of magma inside a volcano determines how it will erupt and what shape the volcano will have. Effusive eruptions. These eruptions happen when the magma is very hot and runny, like liquid honey. This kind of magma flows easily and doesn't trap a lot of gas. When it reaches the surface, it spreads out smoothly and flows down the sides of the volcano. Because the eruptions are gentle and the lava spreads out over a wide area, they create broad, dome-shaped volcanoes called shield volcanoes. An example of a shield volcano is Mauna Loa in Hawaii. Explosive eruptions. Explosive eruptions happen when the magma is thick and sticky, like peanut butter. This kind of magma traps a lot of gas inside it. When it reaches the surface, the gas bubbles burst violently, causing the magma to explode and break apart. These eruptions are much more dangerous and send ash, rocks, and gas shooting high into the sky. Explosive eruptions create tall, steep-sided volcanoes called stratovolcanoes or composite volcanoes. Mount Vesuvius and Mount St. Helens are examples of stratovolcanoes. Cinder cone volcanoes. Sometimes a volcano has a small explosive eruption that doesn't last very long. These eruptions can create small, steep-sided volcanoes called cinder cone volcanoes. These volcanoes are built from the ash, cinders, and rocks that are thrown out of the volcano during an eruption. They don't usually get very tall, but they can form quickly. An example of a cinder cone volcano is Paracutin in Mexico. The type of eruption a volcano has not only affects how dangerous it is, but also what the volcano looks like. Shield volcanoes. Because the lava is runny, it spreads out over a wide area, creating a volcano with gentle, sloping sides, like a warrior's shield lying on the ground. These volcanoes can be very large but aren't usually tall. Stratovolcanoes, composite volcanoes. These volcanoes are tall and cone-shaped, with steep sides. They're made from layers of hardened lava, ash, and rocks from many different explosive eruptions over time. They can be very dangerous because of their explosive nature. Cinder cone volcanoes. These are small, steep-sided volcanoes that look like a cone made of ash and cinders. They're not as big as shield or stratovolcanoes, but they can still be impressive. Whether a volcano has a quiet flowing eruption or a loud explosive one, each plays a special role in shaping the Earth's surface. Understanding these differences helps scientists predict what might happen when a volcano shows signs of activity.